It is I, Claude, and just that I wanted to comment on the Bibleholics video, which is by Pastor Alex Covington and his wife. They seem to be good people. Part of my mission in life is to warn people about people such as Kent Hovind, the false doctor, and so I thought I would just play a little bit of a clip from the introduction to this, and have some comments which the Covingtons and other listeners or viewers are welcome to have a look. Remember, for me, truth is important.
All right, welcome all you Bibleholics out there. We're here with Kent Hovind. I'm Pastor Alex.
And I'm Megan Covington.
And we're here to introduce what's known as the most hated creationist in the world. Which is an amazing title, Kent. You've had to do a lot of good work to be able to get that type of title.
Well, I hope I stir up trouble for the devil, brother. I believe the Bible is true and evolution is the dumbest and most dangerous religion in the history of the world.
You know, I would say that we don't hate Dr. Hovind. We do hate some of his, all of his lies. That's what we hate, not the person.
Nothing but a religion.
Oh, it's interesting you call it a religion, though.
Yeah.
I hadn't thought of it as a religion yet.
Me either.
Well, you have to believe in it.
Yeah. Now, this definition of Hovind's is the first thing that, and I think, Alex, you're spot on there. You'd never thought of it as a religion because it isn't a religion. And saying you believe in something doesn't make it a religion. I look up at the moon. I say, well, I could believe there is a moon. It doesn't make the moon a religion, does it? This is the craziness of Hovind. He seems to twist definitions to suit his own purposes.
And I ended up teaching high school science and math for 15 years. I love science and love mathematics. And 35 years ago, in 1989, I started the ministry defending the Bible on creation versus.
Now, so since when did loving science and maths give you the qualification to teach it? And of course, the answer is Kent doesn't have any qualifications to teach math and science.
This is evolution. I've now had 362 debates with atheists at universities and online. Somebody's got to straighten them out. I love doing it. I believe the Bible's true. God made everything in 6 days, just like he said.
My father was a reverend, or recognized as a reverend in 47 different churches in this local area, all different denominations and everything else. We don't believe in denomination. We believe in the Bible. But he also had prison time. He also was married several times, but it doesn't make you any less of a person or any less a use of a tool for the Lord to use. So I want to.
So yes, it doesn't make Kent any less of a tool. That's for sure. But the government didn't attack him. The government rightly prosecuted him for tax crimes, and anybody who engages in tax crimes should be prosecuted.
Say that you're a walking testimony in some of that.
Well, thank you. Yeah, the government did come after me for no good reason, other than they wanted to shut me up for my DVD number 5. Sergio?
Oh, DVD, numero 5. What a load of rubbish. They came after him because of his tax crimes. And what he did was he structured. Now, the rules are that if you take out $10,000 or more in a day, the bank is required to, in cash, the bank is required to report that to the IRS because different people, including criminals of all sorts, including religious criminals too, Kent, use that. And so they'll take just under $10,000 a day out. Well, that would be stupid to keep just that law. So you have another one called structuring. And when you plan to do that, and I think in Kent's case, it was about 40-something withdrawals of $9,500 in cash, then that's structuring. And Kent and his wife committed structuring. I do feel sorry for her because she was probably acting under his instructions, and that's why later she divorced him.
Sergio, give me another seminar series out of the bookstore and bring the whole thing, okay? I put out a lot of videotapes on science and the Bible. They came and arrested me back in 2008. I said, "What am I being arrested for?" They said, "For structuring." I don't know what that is. It's a long, very interesting story. Go to our website or go to our YouTube channel, Genesis Baptist Church on YouTube. Go to the playlist at the bottom. There's Squelching the Rumors. You get the rumor of why did Kent Hovind go to jail. It was a big farce. Anyway, of course, half the Bible's written from jail.
Note Kent rubs his eyes. He tends to do that when he's telling lies. He hasn't told you the full story. The other aspect to it was he was paying his workers cash and under the table and not doing any withholding tax. So this is what Kent is about, living off other people and not paying his dues to Caesar. And he's in fact boasted about not filing a tax return for 30-something years. We can find that if we need to confirm the accuracy of that.
From innocent people. I believe Jesus got arrested, if I recall. And
yes, Jesus did get arrested, but here Kent is trying to somehow draw a very long bow that if Jesus was arrested and he was innocent, then when Kent is arrested, he is innocent too. Well, Pastor Covington, you would know that is plain nonsense. Absolutely nothing to do with the facts.
So you don't have to do anything wrong to get arrested by these guys. What I was teaching was upsetting their little apple cart, the New World Order. So that's good. I hope to upset them.
Oh, full conspiracy here.
Did schools, you taught, was it homeschools or was it actual schools?
I taught high school science and mathematics, algebra, geometry, trigonometry, biology, earth science, and physics.
That's another tactic of Kent. Don't answer the question straight. They were all sort of very low standard Christian schools, either started in the back of a church or something like that. Obviously, just hired anybody. You know, you didn't have to be a mathematician or a scientist or have qualifications in that area to teach those subjects. All you had to do was to reel off a list of sciences, which Kent has just done. It reminds me of another interview where someone asked him if he majored in math and science, and he completely diverted from answering that question as well.
For 15 years. I love science. When
Another one of his statements, oh, I love science. So he doesn't answer the question. He just goes on to the usual sort of little pre-recorded stuff that he has in his mind. Oh, I love science, and you're meant to be fooled by that. And the aim of this that I am doing is so that you aren't. I'll probably leave it there just for this little introduction. But, Kent, yes, he was rightfully convicted of tax crimes. And Kent, yes, he's now has 4 wives. The first one divorced him when he got out of jail. But that was only after discovering that he wasn't going to change. She was fearful that that he hadn't become a better person. And in fact, in one of the jailhouse conversations that's recorded on the phone, when she realizes he isn't going to change, she actually answers, "Yes, sir." That's how she talks to her husband. Kent was so dominant in her life. And then, of course, after the divorce, then he married pretty well immediately another lady called Mary. And he was the one that started the end of that marriage. He annulled that marriage, which of course means it never actually took place in the first place. So we won't speculate what was going on there. And then the same with the third, Cindy, and to all intents and purposes, he seems very happy at the moment with Sandra. But I just want, my main point here is that you should know the truth. You should know the truth about the tax crimes. You should know the truth about his narcissism and how he treats other people. And I, for one, don't find it particularly Christian. So it's goodbye for now. And if you want, you can ask any questions in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer. It's Claude Bars signing off, over and out. Thank you.